Friends, welcome back. In this video, we are going to discuss about the distance measures and differences between values of common attribute types in data analytics. And first of all, first you should know what is meant by distance measure. The distance measures basically it will be used for defining the groups of similar data types. Okay? If you are having a similar data, that particular data it will be grouped under the one group. And while we are grouping a data, it will be done in a two ways. Either it would be a similar data type and dissimilar. What is that similar and what is not similar? The similarity between two objects, it will be represented by a single number. We can say that the particular objects in the same data sets are more similar and which are not similar. The common approach which is associated with the numbering that will be used for finding the similarity and dissimilarity between the two objects. This similarity and dissimilarities are identified with the help of the distance measures. This distance measures basically it is for identification of the similarity and dissimilarity in your data sets. And the most similar objects, it will having a smallest distances between them. If you are considering the two objects, okay, at the distances, okay, between that particular two objects, it will be very minimal. If any two objects, if it is a dissimilar means it will have in the largest distance. Okay. You can consider the previous example. We have categorized based on the levels, right? Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 3. In that, the level 1 and level 2, if you consider that one, it will have in the smallest or minimal distances because the one will be a primary schooling and second one will be a high school. Okay. So basically the distance between these two objects will be a very minimal. So it is grouped in the third method we have used, three clusterings. Okay. And the largest distance means if we are trying to cluster 1 and 5, the 1 it will be in the one end and the 5 will be in the another end. Okay. The 1 given it represents that it is a primary schooling, right? The 5 it represents it is the postgraduate. But this 2 it is not a similar, it is a dissimilar. Then basically we will use the objects to calculate the distances between these two objects. While we are calculating that, it may consist of the two attribute types. Either it could be a quantitative or qualitative. Quantitative means we will have in a numerical values. While we are going with a qualitative, it will having only the theoretical part. From that theoretical part, we have to study their report and we have to understand it and we have to proceed after that. Okay, but the quantitative it is not like that. The data or the values it is already directly given. Just we have to apply it in the formula and we have to find out the solution. Next, what we are going to do means we are going to use the two attribute methods, quantitative and qualitative. But here what we are going to do means we are going to find out the differences between the common attribute types. If we are having a qualitative, that particular thing, how it would be calculated. If it is a qualitative, how it could be calculated. In this, but only thing is the particular value, it should be a same attribute type. Okay. In this, we are going to consider the quantitative, and for that we are going to consider the two objects. The two objects are represented as A and B, and it will be denoted as we are going to find out the differences, right? So D of A comma B. Okay. Next one, we have to use this formula to find out the absolute differences. Okay, while we are going to the quantitative, then we can find out the absolute differences, right? Because already the input data which is given, so that we can find out the absolute differences. So the differences between A comma B, it will be calculated by A minus B. modulo of A minus B. In this, you can consider the differences in age between the Andrew and Carolina. The age of the Andrew is A equal to 55 and Carolina is 37. So 55 is assigned to a object A and 37 is assigned to a B. So 55 minus 37, the differences is 18. The age difference is 18. So if you change the order also, okay, you assign 37 to A and 55 to B. In that time also, the result it will not be get affected. We will get the same answer. So it will give the absolute differences. The next one is the next attribute type is qualitative. In this, we are going to measure the differences with the help of the ordinal values. The ordinal values, it will be measures in terms of positions. That will be represented of D of A comma B. Position of A minus position of B divided by number of attributes minus 1. The number of levels. In this, the n is the number of different values. The number of different values means education levels. 5 levels are there. No, that one. Then the position A and position B, Andrew and Carolina, their positions. The Andrew position is 1 and the Carolina position is 5, right? So the 5 minus 1, 4, and the n is, we are having 5 levels, so 5 minus 1. So both the thing, it will give the same values, 4 divided by 4, 1. The ranking is 1. Okay. These are the some of the reference.